What up, boxing world? Amir Khan versus Chris Algieri's fight just ended. Give you guys my thoughts on the whole thing. A lot of people were proved wrong by Chris Algieri in this match. First off, I want to say that this was a good fight. It wasn't necessarily a great fight for Amir Khan, but it was a good fight. Both fighters traded shots and letting their hands go pretty much the whole time. Nobody was really running around. Nobody was running away from one another. They did traded shots throughout the whole 12 rounds. And obviously, somebody had to win at the end of the fight. In the first 3 rounds, I had Amir Khan winning impressively. There was no knockdowns or knockout in this fight. It was all 12 rounds, unanimous decision. But like I said, Amir Khan was convincingly and impressively winning. Maybe 2 or 3 rounds, the first ones. And all of a sudden, I guess it was Algieri that was more aggressive in this fight. And like I said, you know, a lot of people were proved wrong, and including myself. We didn't see the same Algieri that we saw against Pacquiao. Pacquiao knocked down Algieri 6 times in their fight last November. But in this case with Amir Khan, there was no knockdowns. As a matter of fact, Algieri is a total opposite, total 180 of the person that we saw against Pacquiao. He's actually more aggressive. He threw a lot more shots. And he actually came back on the 4th, 5th round, and so on. I believe that Algieri tried to do his best to try to knock out Khan. He did land a lot of shots against Khan, especially headshots and face shots. I don't think it was enough power there. Both fighters could take each other's shots. That's why it was knocked down. But there was a lot of big shots come from each other. There was some big shots come from Amir Khan. There was some big shots come from Algieri. And it was great. You know, it was great. Like I said, you know, they're letting hands go. It wasn't a boring fight. There was somebody, you know, there was nobody running around. If anything, Amir Khan was, you know, trying to be the smart fighter rather than aggressive. But it was a good referee also. I just like to mention that. You know, it wasn't like one of those, you know, Kenny Bayless type referee when as soon as they hug each other, as soon as they touch each other's body, you know, they try to break them off. So, you know, they let them beat up each other a little bit, you know. My thoughts on Amir Khan's performance. Let's go with Algieri first. Algieri's performance, like I've already mentioned, I thought that he did good. You know, he did not necessarily enough to win the fight, and I don't disagree with the outcome that it was in the unanimous position indeed. But I believe he had, you know, he put up a good fight against Amir Khan. I didn't like the too aggressive per se. I mean, you can be aggressive, and he knew that. You know, he just coming off a loss. We don't know what's in his mind. We don't know his game plan, or whether he's gonna just, you know, do the same thing what he did to Pacquiao, which is run around and jab. That's why a lot of people predicted what Algieri was gonna do. It's the same as what he did with Pacquiao and get knocked down, to include myself. But that wasn't the case. You know, he actually traded shots and actually very aggressive against Amir Khan. If anything, he was a more aggressive in this fight than Amir Khan. And, you know, give him all the credit for that. And shout out to Algieri for doing a good job on that one. But like I said, it wasn't enough to win the fight. I still have Amir Khan, you know, win by unanimous decision, if anything. But there was, like I said, no knockdowns, no knock on this fight. And Chris Algieri had some bloody mouth. He had a puffy eye, I think left eye or right eye. He had some black eye there. Amir Khan also has a few graces in his face. You know, nobody had a clean face after the fight. So I mean, like I said, Algieri landed a lot of big shots against Amir Khan, and surprisingly, Amir Khan took it. I mean, yeah, Amir Khan was wobbled a few times. You know, I thought he was gonna go down. I believe in the 8th round, somewhere around there, what's it, 8th round. And you guys know what I'm talking about. Algieri landed a very big right hand shot, and Amir Khan was wobbled a little bit, but he took it. You know, I thought he was gonna go down, like I said, but he took it. He was fine after that. But Algieri was clearly winning that round, and he clearly won that round. But I thought that Algieri threw more punches here than what he did to Pacquiao. I think Algieri tried to land punches, but he missed a lot of big shots also. He did land a lot, but not as many as what he missed. And that's vice versa. Amir Khan did the same, you know, landed less shots than he actually initiated. Algieri tried to go to the body on Amir Khan. A lot of them were blocked, or a lot of them were missed. Like I said, all his very big shots, 90% of them were missed. Amir Khan's quickness showed up. He is quick. Amir Khan's hands were quick, very quick. That's why Algieri wasn't, you know, afforded the opportunity to knock out Amir Khan per se. He didn't have. I don't think that Algieri is as fast as Amir Khan per se. I don't think that Algieri. I don't want to say ready for this fight, but I don't think he have enough power to knock out Amir Khan. It seems like he was landing. He landed, like I said, a few shots, and you know, we all know Amir Khan don't have the best chin. Amir Khan's been knocked down on 8 times in his all-time career, and the most known knockdown, TKO, you can call it that way, was by Danny Garcia. And Danny Garcia is not a big dude, you know. He's a tall dude, but he's not a big dude. He's not necessarily a heavy puncher, but he did knock down Amir Khan and TK'd on him, and when they fought. Also Maidana. Yeah, we know that. Everybody knows that Amir Khan don't have the best chin in the world, but like I said, unless Amir Khan changed and improved on his chin, I don't think Algieri have enough power to knock down Amir Khan. If you can't knock down Amir Khan with those big shots, especially those really, really free big shots, I think at least 2 of them were really big, wide open, big shots. Yeah, he wobbled Amir Khan, but if it was somebody else, like, you know, it was Keith one-time tournament or Kell Brook or Maidana for that matter, I think Amir Khan would have gone down. So I think clearly Amir Khan could take Algieri's punches. So, I mean, he did good. Algieri did good, you know, proved a lot of people wrong. I believe that he should fight again. I mean, we would like to see him fight again, see if he changes, or he actually needs to win now. You know, he's lost 2 consecutive fights against Pacquiao and Amir Khan. And, you know, let's test him out with some more great fighters out there. I'd like to see him with, you know, maybe somebody that's a solid fighter, maybe Maidana or something like that. Matisse maybe. You know, we want to see those fights. I think he'll do a lot better if he rematched with Provodnikov. You know, like I said before, even on my predictions stuff, that I believe Algieri lost a fight against Provodnikov, but you know, Algieri does have a heart. You know, you gotta give him the credit when his credit's due, right? He does have heart. He tried. I don't like his style though when he's doing this. Like a retard. I don't like it. You know, it just doesn't make sense. You know, Khan's still landing it. It's either that style work. I mean, that style don't work, or Amir Khan's hands are just fast. I don't know, but I don't like it. It looks stupid. And also, but he did show a good heart, great heart. You know, of going forward and throwing a lot of punches. He could have thrown a lot more punches, maybe, you know, to win more rounds against Amir Khan. But it is what it is. He did what he could for this fight. A lot better than what he did with Pacquiao. He wasn't knocked down in this fight. He wasn't wobbled at all. I think Amir Khan was more wobbled than Algieri, if anything. Let's get to Amir Khan. Amir Khan won by the unanimous decision. You know, he won. What is it? Is it 9-3 or 9 rounds to 3 or 8-4 or something like that? You know, depends how you guys score it. But I don't agree with the 118-111 or 117-111. And I agree more, maybe 115, 113, 116, 114. Not even 116, 114, maybe 115, 113. I agree with that. It was a closer fight than 117, 111. Just ridiculous. But there's, like I said before in my past videos, there's always that one judge that scores ridiculously out of this world. You know, it's just gotta be different. But it's normal. We don't like it, but it's normal. Amir Khan, like I said, landed a lot of big shots against Algieri, and Algieri landed big shots against Amir Khan. But I don't think it was a performance that I was expecting from Amir Khan. I mean, he had said before he didn't want to scare Mayweather. I don't know if that's part of the game plan. I don't know if that's what he wanted to. He wanted Mayweather to see, you know, versus knocking out Algieri. Did he have the capability of knocking out Algieri in this fight? I don't think so. It didn't look like it, unless that was his part of his game plan to not, like I said, scare Mayweather away. That's what he's been saying. I don't think Mayweather would be scared of Amir Khan. No, not with this performance. But anything could happen in boxing, right? So Amir Khan showed quick hands. He has quick hands. I mean, he did good on those 1-2, 1-2, in and out, and then avoid the counter punches. He did good on that one. But like I said, he doesn't have the best defense. He doesn't have the best. Khan doesn't have the best chin either. So if he performs like this against Mayweather, how he performed against Algieri, he's not gonna survive. I don't even think he'll win a round. He's just too open. I mean, Algieri is not the fastest guy in the world, and he was landing some big shots, very big shots. Imagine if Amir Khan, you know, matches with Keith one-time tournament, he'll get knocked down. At least, not TKO'd. You know, if Amir Khan fights Kell Brook, he'll get knocked down. You know, he's wide open. Yes, he avoided Algieri's, you know, a lot of punches from Algieri. Yes, who had quick hands, but also he had the best defense. I was not too impressed with that. I was impressed with the fact that Amir Khan won, you know what I'm saying, in which he wanted to win. It was unanimous. It wasn't like a majority decision or something like that, split decision. But he did win, and it was a good win. It wasn't necessarily impressive win. You know, I don't think that bought in a ticket towards the Mayweather sweepstake. You know, if you guys know, this was somewhat of, how do I say this? Impress Mayweather to fight him, or audition per se to the Mayweather fight, but this was not the performance that I had in mind, that I predicted. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure a lot more fans, are boxing fans around the world, were hoping for a different outcome, different Amir Khan in a fight. Obviously, if you're a hardcore Amir Khan follower or a fan, obviously you like the fight because you won by unanimous decision. He did good, like I said. Amir Khan, I'm not taking anything away from him. I'm not trying to belittle him. I'm not trying to talk bad about him. He did good. He did what he had to do to win, which Mayweather does to every opponent. You know, he does what he had to do, and I believe that Amir Khan didn't run around. I mean, he tried to avoid and be smart about Algieri's big punches and combos, but both fighters traded shots. You know, that's the best part. You know, nobody likes, or no boxing fan would like a fighter that doesn't go forward. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's a big aversion of fans to fighters that are reluctant to go toe to toe, and you guys know that. But Amir Khan went on to the rounds and stuff, and started losing at the end. You know, Algieri started winning a 4th and 5th round and stuff like that. Algieri started catching him, and then Amir Khan started coming back. You know, he took some big shots from Algieri, and he took it like a champ. He's like I said, it's either his chin got better, or Algieri's punches was just not that strong, and he could take it. And like I said, that's a vice versa. It was a good fight, and I say that over and over. It was a good fight. It wasn't a great fight. It wasn't an impressive fight for Amir Khan to win the Mayweather fight. I don't think he should fight Mayweather. He gonna lose. With this performance that we've seen tonight against Algieri, Amir Khan would lose to Mayweather. He would lose, and possibly get knocked down. He's wide open. We already know he don't have the best chin. And like I said, I'm not talking bad about him. I'm just talking from what I saw. If Algieri can land those big shots, and Algieri is not the best fighter out there coming out for loss, and he doesn't have the quickest hand in the world, Floyd Mayweather will run around on him and land every big shot. You know, Floyd Mayweather is a lot smarter and more calculated than Algieri. And yes, Mayweather hasn't knocked down anybody in years, but he's very capable of knocking down people. You know, we've seen that. We know that, you know. This was not the best performance of Amir Khan. Like I said now, don't be fooled, and I shouldn't be fooled either, that this could be a part of the game plan to win Mayweather's fight in September. But if I put myself in Mayweather's shoe, I don't think that was a good enough performance. I mean, it would be an easy win for me, I would think. You know, I'd be like, okay, if I fight Amir Khan, it would be an easy 49-0 for me and make a lot of money because Amir Khan got a country behind him. He's got a lot of supporters. And you guys obviously know Algieri. This was Algieri's hometown where they fought in New York. So he had a lot of fans there also, but it was most of Amir Khan's fans because he was favored to win the fight, and Algieri was the underdog. But based on Amir Khan's performance, it wasn't enough. If that makes sense, I'm not sure if that enticed Mayweather to fight him. I wanted to see at least one knockdown. If anything, the knockdown could have came from Algieri. It's crazy, man. I don't even know why I'm talking like this. You know, I never like Algieri's styles, techniques, but you got to give credit when credit is due, right? He did well. He did a lot better than what he did with Pacquiao. But then again, different fighters, different skill sets. Pacquiao was a lot better than Amir Khan, in my opinion. In my opinion, you know. Obviously, Pacquiao fought Algieri and catch weight at 144, but Manny Pacquiao's been fighting fighters is big. You know, had Manny Pacquiao been, or Mayweather, had Manny Pacquiao and Algieri fought at 147, I believe Algieri would have got knocked out. You know, but that's over and that's history. Amir Khan and Algieri pretty much came in the same weight. You know, 146.2, 146.4, and Algieri's a lot taller, longer reach, but I think Amir Khan won this fight because of the hand speed and the shots landed, and Amir Khan was just letting his hands go. And you guys know, and I say this over and over, even in my past videos, that jabs win fights, and that's what happened here. He landed a lot of big shots, and not only jabs, Amir Khan clearly threw a lot of combos, especially this 1-2. That was dangerous. You know, and he was very smart in this fight. Amir Khan was very smart in this fight. He wasn't really, he was going toe-to-toe with Algieri because Algieri was very, very aggressive and coming forward. I mean, it was like he wanted to win the fight to actually believe that he actually won. He raised his hands up before Amir Khan did after the 12th round. He actually, you know, stood up on the ringside and, you know, by the ropes, and, you know, he really thought he won. I didn't think so. He thought he won because he was very aggressive. We all know a lot of fighters think that if you're aggressive, you win the fight. Not so much, you know. Obviously, still gotta land shots, but Amir Khan landed a lot more solid shots, a lot more clean shots per se. But Algieri, I believe, wobbled and rocked Amir Khan a few times to the point where Amir Khan was gonna get knocked down. Now, Amir Khan in the post-fight interview, he said right after the fight, he said that everybody knows who wants to fight, because he was asked what's next for him. And clearly everybody knows he wants to fight Mayweather. Now, I don't think he's ready for Mayweather. Not with that performance. It was not awful. I was not, like I said, I'm not about to belittle him or say anything bad about Amir Khan. He did win unanimous decision. It wasn't like a split or majority decision. He did good. He did well. Not enough. Not enough. That audition was not enough to win the Mayweather fight. I think he needs to fight another fighter. But I'm not Mayweather, so I don't know what Mayweather's going to do. But if anything, if I was Mayweather, I'll fight somebody solid like Kell Brook or Keith one-time tournament to give it, you know, to give a really good fight. But if Mayweather fights Amir Khan, if Amir Khan gets chosen by Mayweather to fight him in September, Amir Khan would lose. Not with this performance. It wasn't enough. It wasn't impressive. It was good enough to win somebody like Algieri, but had Amir Khan fought somebody with a harder punch, like one-time tournament is very accurate. Got a finish, very good finisher. Kell Brook, hit one-time tournament, or Maidana. Oh man, you know, a rematch with Maidana, forget it. You know, I don't know, but I don't know how's Maidana been. You know, he's been getting fat from what I hear. But I'm getting off subject here. But Amir Khan, I think he did good. In conclusion, he did well. It was not enough to impress Mayweather and to entice Mayweather to fight him in September. I don't think Mayweather saw this fight as a potential opponent that he's going to face if Mayweather chooses a really, really solid guy. Amir Khan is a solid guy. Amir Khan is a great boxer. He's got a good reputation. He's not undefeated. He's been knocked down 8 times in his whole career, or less, more or less 8 times. But with the performance against Algieri, no, I'm not saying this to belittle Algieri. I'm saying this to say that Algieri did well tonight, but Algieri is known for not really so good of a fighter. He's known for having a heart and, you know, go all 12 rounds. You know, Ronnie called Pacquiao, he's known for that, but not necessarily have the best chin. And Amir Khan landed the big shots over there, and like I said, he's either Algieri's chin got better, or it's just Amir Khan's punch was just not strong enough and Algieri could take it. In conclusion, I would give the fight closer than what the judges scored. Not 117-111 or 118-111. Not like that. I don't like that. Like I said, it's always the judges awkward. But it was a lot closer. I would still give it to Amir Khan via unanimous decision, but it was closer than that. You know, maybe 5 rounds to 7, something like that, you know, or even 6 rounds to, 5 rounds to 7, or even 4 rounds to 8. I mean, I think they only gave Algieri 3 rounds. I don't think that's enough. Algieri did well. He did good. Proved me wrong. Proved a lot of people wrong. He did come out tonight very aggressively. Amir Khan, no question about it. He won via unanimous decision. He had quick hands. And he was smart about the big punches. He took some big punches from Algieri. He took it. Really, really good. But not performance that I was hoping to see. Not the performance that Mayweather probably was looking to see. And deep down inside, Amir Khan knew that wasn't the performance he wanted to be at. That wasn't the performance he wanted to give the fans, especially the performance that he wanted to for Floyd Mayweather to see, for him to get chosen as his next opponent. But yeah, that's my little thoughts on the whole situation. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said before, nothing personal. I'm not trying to belittle anybody, not Amir Khan, not Algieri. You know, nothing personal, just boxing. And if you guys haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. Like, share, and +1 this video if you enjoyed it. Take care and stay safe. Talk to you in the next one. Peace.